Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is Random Things, Season number 2, Episode 2. I am super excited to do tonight's broadcast because it is going to be all over the place. I do have to warn you, last week you got a little taste of Random Things. Today you're going to get the whole appetizer, full course meal, and dessert because we're going back to some of our roots. I'm going back to my roots another day. We're going to do it. We got some music stuff to talk about. We got some top list, maybe 10, maybe 15, maybe whatever we decide to do. We can make up our own numbers here. It's our stream. If we want to do a top 17, and that's the way we'll roll with it. Appreciate everybody being here. Of course, we will have a Walking Dead topic mixed in, and you'll see that up there on the screen as well. A little bit of current events, some news that's out there. But then the first question I just have for everybody's here is, how are you guys doing? We used to do this Random Things on Monday, and it was kind of a little bit of a way to start out the week. But I think now there's so much fear going on and Walking Dead and all this stuff that we really need 2 days to talk about Walking Dead. And then today is sort of our regenerate, kind of get back into the groove. So I see my mods in full effect. What's up, Tommy Enforcer, Kel? Emmy will probably be here in a little bit. And looks like the group is doing pretty well here. If you guys are new to the stream, I just want to say Random Things is about participation. I'm going to shift topics. There'll be some super chats. There'll be some random things. I'll jump in. I'll zoom in wherever I can. But you got to interact. That's the deal. Is you know, you can kind of play the wall a little bit, but it's about interacting and really networking. Speaking of, what a segue, interacting and networking, news came out today that Facebook and its 1.4 billion users, I know most people have a Facebook account, but the big Z, Zuckerberg, said that they were going to start opening the site up for dating and mingling and mixing it up and all of the above. So yes, Facebook is going to start competing in the online dating arena, which probably been doing that for a long time. So it got me thinking a little bit of, I got some questions for you guys. And look, don't take this the wrong way, because I'm sure out of 71,000 viewers, there's a lot of our viewers who have been on dating sites, and that's fine. I mean, they're there. I understand there's a big population, but I do have questions. So, of course, I have questions. And those of you that are experienced with it and go on dating sites, you can help me. Those of you not, maybe you can help me understand it. We can sort of work our way through it. But, you know, there's a little bit of etiquette that I need to understand, because there's this thing like speed dating, and, you know, it's like, it's just lunch. I know that was out there. So I did a little research today, and the top dating sites that are out there. So I'm going to give you just kind of the top of the list here. You've got eHarmony, Tinder, which is a really big site, OkCupid, Match, and Killshot's #1 dating site of all. Let's see if you guys can guess it. Participation here. Dun, dun, dun. Not Christian Mingles. Let's see. We got some silence. Plenty of Fish. Good answer. Farmers Only. We got a few more in here. It is Waffle House at 3 a.m. Yeah, I kind of made that up, but I figured that's probably the best dating site in the world if you think about it. So no, in all seriousness, I do have some etiquette questions with dating sites. So #1, do you create a fake name? I just want to know. And this is where if you have done this in the past, I just want to know, just out of curiosity, do you make up a name? And if you did make up a name, what would be your dating name? Because on Facebook, it's probably pretty much going to be your real name unless you set up an alternate account. Ron says you shouldn't. Jimmy's Jammin says, oh, hell yeah. Tommy would change his name to Buck. Buck Naked. Buff Porterhouse. You guys are killing me, man. Um, okay, I mean, if you were, would you make up a fake name? I would probably go with something like Killshot, I guess. I mean, you're asking someone that has a fake name. Yeah. All right, so more etiquette. At what point would a lonely hunter? I like that, Milani. Um, but at some point you got to go out and say, "Hey, here at your dinner, your first date," and say, "Hey, I just got to let you know, my real name is not Buff." And if they didn't know that, probably not a keeper. So, at what point is it okay to delete your profile on a dating site? So, you're out there and it's your real name or your fake name or whatever, and you meet. How long before you delete the app? Or do you delete the app? Or do you just put it in like suspended mode, hiatus, in case you need to activate it a little bit later? I like that. Emmy says no fake name, fake picture. Deborah says after marriage. Okay, you can put it on hold. Man, I knew nothing about this. 25 years. Dawn of the Frank says, you know what? Just leave it. You might need to revisit that again. Okay, I mean, on hold. Okay. Delete it after you meet Mr. and Mrs. Right. Well, Bumblebee, do you explain that? Like, it's 3 weeks in or a month in, and you say, "Hey, I just got to tell you something." Timothy. Fair enough. I'm not reading that, but it'll be a permanent part of this video. Remember, whatever you type in chat is permanent. So a lot of your husbands and wives are probably watching this chat as well. That's what you're doing on that 999 gaming stream every Tuesday night. You son of a... If I ever catch you watching Killshot, I'm going to kill that son of a bitch. So, I mean, I guess you'd have to explain it at some point, right? You'd have to say, "Hey, look, we've been dating for about a month, but I still got the Match.com profile. It's on hold, just in case things don't pan out. But I don't want to have to activate it. Don't make me activate." You use it as leverage, right? You got the app, and you're just sitting there like showing them the on hold button. You're going to watch the Cavaliers game tonight, or I'm going to press this little button right here. It's going to be like a detonator. It's your Match.com leverage detonator. Yeah, how about that foot massage? You're going to pay to have this manicure done, or I'm going to hit this little button. Works both ways, right? Okay, and Mark Zuckerberg did say when they were officially going through the competition, the big Zuck said there are 300 million people with their status single. So there's a need, right? That's probably just the married people. There's probably a whole different level of single people, or who knows? I mean, I don't know what the mix of number is. But I'm just going to say, I don't know that I would trust a company to get into the dating game when they track all your cookies, they send you ads based on which websites you shop, they sell your personal data to Cambridge Analytica so they can send bots through your news feed and find out what your likes and what your dislikes are. I guess, at this point, after 5-6 years, Facebook probably could just use a 3D printer and clone exactly what you want and send it over to your house via drones. I mean, they know more about us than we know about ourselves. So a little bit creepy for Facebook to get in that game, just in my opinion. All right, moving on to the next topic. And it is worst actors of all time. So this is where I'm just going to throw a list together. And real quick, I'm going to go down the list. This is a combination of sites and Razzies and all these things where they vote on the worst. And I'm going to ask you if anybody got snubbed with this. So worst actors that are out there. Because we've seen some pretty bad actors even on our favorite television shows. Number 10, We got KCF's already saying he putting in a vote for Winona Ryder. Not on the list, by the way. So that would probably be your popular snub. Steven Seagal, number 10. Number 9, Anakin Skywalker himself, Hayden Christensen. Number 8 is Taylor Lautner. Number 7, Madonna. Number 7. Number 6, and I don't necessarily agree with this, Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider's number 6. I think he's funny. Anyway, he made it. Number 5, Pauly Shore. I can definitely agree with Pauly Shore. Number 4, Chuck Norris is number 4. Number 3, Eddie Griffin. Number 2, Jaden Smith. And the number 1 worst actor of all time. This is going to shock you. You will get a what's an award I can give? I don't know. You'll get my praise and you'll get a high five. So who can guess the number 1 worst actor of all time? Well, it's not Chuck. No. Whoa! Hold on. Dawn of the Frank nailed it. You get a wow. You get a high five. Dawn of the Frank. That's what I'm talking about. Sylvester Stallone, worst actor of all time. Crazy, right? I mean, he had some movies, but Mickey, cut me. Yo, Adrian. Yeah, I mean, that couldn't be hard to do. And that was pretty much his voice in every movie. I agree with it. I don't think he's a very good actor. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know how we like just the kind of senseless action? Of course, you know, you're going to watch that, but if you got down to like acting skills, I'm sure he ad-libbed a lot of his own lines. Patrick Swayze. No, not Patrick Swayze. Dude could dance. Could kick some butt in Roadhouse. And we're going to transition over to The Walking Dead. So last couple days, we really talked about Nick and Nick's contribution to the show, and if he wanted off the show, if he didn't. But as I kind of thought through it and thought about both shows, and I know some people like Alicia for obvious reasons. The demeanor of the character, the appearance. But I will tell you, of all the characters on the show, on Fear the Walking Dead, she's probably the one, except for the whole little getting on the radio bit. I think it was season 2, where she wanted to meet up with a guy and she needed a friend to talk to. Except for that, she has been one of the more consistent characters, and has gotten, I think, more powerful, more. I like her arc. I like the direction of her character. Not really wishy-washy. You know, she got with the the group at the farm, went down and got high with them, and just kind of living her life, doing her own thing, and not really worried about it. Had a few relationships, just casual, and she's probably the best fighter on the show. So I agree. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. She's progressed. But let's take the new characters out of there. Who's the best fighter? Who was the best fighter on Fear the Walking Dead? Daniel, probably. But Alicia is far better than Nick. I think she's better than Madison. So I'm okay with her. Are you okay with her being the lead? So most people are. So I got this really interesting comment from someone. And the person was female. So normally if you'd hear this comment, you'd say, well, that's a really sexist thing to say. So one of the comments on one of the videos we did was like, I can't believe they killed Nick. And I'm doing probably their voice, or, you know, the passion in their voice. I'm not going to watch a show that has nothing but women on it. I'm thinking like, wait a minute. You got Morgan. You got John. You got Strand. And then you got Alicia and Lucy. Well, there's still more men than women. I mean, Madison's still out there. And then the bad guys are men. So it was a little weird that their justification for being mad was that they're killing off all the men. So I shut that down. No exceptions. I'm just reading a couple comments to get caught up here. Casey almost gave me the segue into the next topic. Not quite yet, Casey. Wait for me to ring the bell. That was a perfect comment, and then I would have rolled it up. I don't know. I don't know. I thought the comment was just a little off base because I think they keep a decent balance on the show. And which is another reason why I don't really get attached to characters. It takes me a while to get attached to characters. But with that being said, I did get attached to Abraham. And then by default, I got attached to Rosita. Mostly because Rosita had some of that Abraham toughness. That's what I liked about it. And I'm starting to see some of that. I think they're making... Let me ask this question to the group. Compare Alicia to Rosita. How close? Or potentially, how close do you see their characters running? Explain, Ron. What do you mean not even close? I think they're very close. I think they're getting more close because Alicia's ramping up and Rosita's toning down. So I think you're going to start to see some similarities between the two characters. Well, you know what? Alicia's not going to be sweet anymore, Casey. She just watched her brother die. That's gone. It's gone. Justin says Rosita, just barely. Rosita's still tougher. Well, we're only judging up to this point. I want you to think about Alicia going forward. Because I think you're going to see a whole different level of badassery. And Rosita is still tougher, but watch the next couple episodes. All right, just a little bit of Walking Dead chat in there. We're going to mix it up. I got to get another list because I heard eye candy, and I don't eat a lot of candy, but I think everybody likes sweets, so why not talk about the top candies of all time? And I want to see what your favorite is. So quick countdown from 15 down to 1, and I'll let you guys give me the top 3. So number 15 on the list of top candies of all time, Tootsie Rolls. Number 14, when I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation that number 13 is candy corn. Number 12 is Three Musketeers. 11 is Jelly Belly. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I've had Jelly Belly before. Number 10 is Hershey Bar. Number 9 is Twix. Number 8 is Bart Simpson's favorite. No one better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. Number 7 is Gummy Bears. 6 is Kit Kat. 5, Reese Peanut Butter Cups. Your peanut butter's in my chocolate. Well, your chocolate's in my peanut butter. Number 4 is Twizzlers. And give me the top 3. Let's see if anybody can get the top 3 candies of all time. And I agree with this list wholeheartedly. When I saw like the top 10, I was like, okay, yeah, this all kind of makes sense. Snickers is on the list. Red Hot's Bumblebee Brown is not on the list. Skittles is not on the list too. Believe it or not, God of Frost, not happening. Mounds. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. And Joey's got nuts. Mounds don't. No, Mounds is not on there. I don't know if anybody's got number 2. So Skittles is number 3. M&M's is by far number 1. But you're missing no. Hershey Bar was 10, but you're close, Rial. All right, I just gave Rial a hint. It's not a Hershey Bar, but it's something smaller than a Hershey Bar. You're close. Something you do after you meet someone on the Facebook dating site. Getting close. There it is. Hershey Kiss is number 2. Snickers number 3, Hershey Kiss number 2, and M&M's is number 1. And the reason I went with the pink text up there is because one of my favorite candies are those little, didn't make the list, is Starburst. It's those little, the pink ones. I guess are they strawberry? They don't really taste like strawberry. They taste like something. They call them, the pink, they call them strawberry. But I don't even think it remotely tastes like a strawberry. It's just its own flavor. Starburst doesn't really have a real flavor that tastes like any of the other flavors. Even cherry doesn't really taste like cherry. It's a kind of sweetish sour type of thing that looks reddish and tells your brain it's cherry, but it's really not. It's just stuff. Jolly Ranchers are good too. Okay, we're going to transition because we got several more things to cover. And we've done this in the past, but I wanted to do something a little special tonight. Because in the past, and this is where you must participate in this category. It's rhyme time. And we've done it with movie lines. We've done it with poems. But you guys may have noticed that the last couple of days, we've been missing one of our moderators who has been dealing with some stuff. And don't want to get anybody's personal business. But tonight we're going to do a ELO themed rhyme time. Because Steph loves ELO and always wants us to add them to a countdown or add us to something along the way. So because she's not here tonight, we're going to have her watch the playback, and we're going to take some. Here's the way it's going to work. It's going to be Walking Dead and ELO. So there's rules. There are rules. Pay attention. I'm going to give you an ELO line from a line from an ELO song. And you have to come up with something that rhymes with it, but it has to be Walking Dead related. So it does take a little bit of creativity. Some people are super creative and they make it, fun. You want to use Nick, Daryl, Glenn, Abraham, whatever. Well, kind of like, hey, Mr. Blue, and then something that rhymes with it. Hey, Mr. Blue, Nick just killed you by throwing you on a deer antler. That doesn't rhyme, but you get the idea. Okay? Fluff is like, bring it. Oh, you think you got this, Fluff? You think you want to take on the rest of this group? Like they haven't been doing this before? I don't even know if you were in Random Things last year, Fluff. I don't even know if you have the experience. I can tell you Mina's been there. I can tell you Rial has been there. I can tell you the moderators have been there. But it looks like Fluff wants to take off the gloves and see if he can get the best comment. All right. Sounds like a challenge. All right, so it's got to be an ELO. I'm going to give you the ELO lyric. I mean, I could sing it, but I'll read it. Maybe I'll sing it. Who knows what All right, so this one goes, midnight on the water. So it's going to be like that, but that's the line. Midnight on the water. Now, you need to come up with a Walking Dead theme and rhyme with midnight on the water. And I'll read it. If it's creative, I'll read it. If it's corny, I won't. Actually, if it's corny, I might read it. It'll be a part of this video, so if it's corny, other people are going to watch it and read it. Midnight on the water. Casey says, I'm ready for a slaughter. Midnight on the water. I saw Maggie, the farmer's daughter. Oh, Frank. Look. Oh, Maggie B. Rick has no daughter. A little bit of okay, hold on. You know, Fluff, that's damn good. You know what? I got to say, I'm ready for a slaughter. So far, Fluff is out of the gates here. Midnight on the water. Judith is Shane's daughter. I think Maggie and Fluff are along the same lines, but not bad. Not bad. This guy is a veteran. He watched some of the old playbacks. Midnight on the water. Eugene's vomit made Rosita holler. All right, you have just been upstaged. Yes. All right. Captain Crawfish comes through. I'm cutting off the competition right now. Midnight on the water. Eugene's vomit made Rosita holler. Done. Can't beat it. All right. That's step number one. All right, so first round, I'm saying Crawfish came through. Sorry, Fluff. I told you. It was not going to be like you're going to moonwalk into the victory circle there. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. Everybody get ready. It's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. Got to rhyme. If you want to go haiku style and do like what is haiku? A, B, B, A? I don't even know what the heck a haiku is any longer. Anyway, it's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. Let's see if Fluff can get back in the game. He got edged out right at the end. It's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. That's for you, Steph. Dawn of the Frank says, but Bob is still on the booze. Bob's dead. Frank? It's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. Your weapons or your shoes. Drama King says, Shane or Rick. Lori, you must choose. I like that. Jada stole your shoes. Very good, Pat. It's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. By the way, Jada stole your shoes. All right. Yeah, Mina says, now give the saviors your shoes. Walking Dead Nerd. Who is Lori going to choose? We got a lot of close. I'm waiting for the slam dunk. Somebody's just got to have the wow factor. Because Carl's dead and they're singing the blues. That's a little insensitive, Kel. I can't give you points for overly being insensitive. It's a killing thing. It's a wonderful thing to have to choose. Oh, Timothy Young went like kind of in the theme of the song. Not bad. It's a terrible thing to lose. Eugene's bullets made the guns camoose. You know what? It's not bad, but I'm not giving you a second victory here, Crawfish. I'm going to go with it is. It's not easy. And Negan is in jail singing the blues. You know what? Ron Burgundy gets it. I like it because he added Negan. He did get, yes, we'll go with that. Ron Burgundy, barely. There were a lot of second places there. I like the Lori thing. I don't know. You know what? Here, we're going to, The Walking Dead nerd said, who's Lori going to choose? But that was kind of after Drama King says, Shane or Rick, Lori, you must choose. You know what? Here, let's hold it up for vote. You know what? We're not giving away anything. It's a tie. Drama King, New York, and Ron Burgundy is a tie. Okay, we're moving on to the next one. All right, this one's going to be a little bit easier. Oh, telephone line. All right, that's all you get. You got to rhyme something with that. If you don't want me to sing it, I won't sing it. Oh, telephone line. If you want the boring version of it, I'll just read it. Oh, telephone line. You know what? If it's good enough, I might just sing it again, and then if somebody comes with something really good, I'll sing your part to it. Rick lost his mind. Oh, telephone line. Negan, your slime. Rick's in a bind. I can just kind of keep going with everybody's lines here. It's not bad. I do like Negan, your slime. Not bad, Pat. Not bad. Oh, telephone line. Rick lost his mind. Gabrielle's gone blind. I don't know how we're doing. Gabrielle's gone blind. All right, there you go. AJ, I like that. He's living in twilight. See, you could add the rest of it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, telephone line. Gabrielle's gone blind. He's living in twilight. Perfect. Done. AJ Jepson coming in with the big victory. Very nice job. And the last one we're going to do here, and then we're going to move on to the final topic. We're going to get a band battle here in a second. So the last ELO tribute. All right, think hard. So we'll get some honorable mentions, too. Rick is mighty fine. Not bad, Angela. All right. The last one of the night, you're going to have to add a little extra to this. So, you got me running, going out of my mind. That's it. That's all you get. You got me running, going out of my mind. What can you add to that for rhyme time? This one should be pretty good because, you know, they do run a lot from things in Walking Dead. So maybe I'll give it to somebody that has some Walker theme. You got me running, going out of my mind. I need somebody to type something so there's not a lot of silence between the next line. Don't bring me down. Anybody? Hello? Where are you? Okay, hang on. You're chasing me with a gun. You got me running, going out of my mind. Killing walkers, seeing what food we can find. Don't bring me down. Okay, not bad. Kill tear already does not rhyme. Pete wants her dead for the 5 millionth time. Don't bring me down. Maybe. Where is Pete D? Pete D! Pete D would have thrown a terror equivalent in there. Those walkers that... I like that. You got me running, going out of my mind. Those walkers that ate little Sam were not too kind. That's pretty good. Running, going out of my mind. After kicking Simon's ass, he's chained on the line. Don't bring me down. Not bad. Not bad. I like the little Sam. Lonnie's like, I got nothing. I got nothing for this. I'm trying. I'm just fried. Yeah, I'm going to go with Little Sam. All right. Yep, we're going with that. So that is rhyme time, everybody. It will show up from time to time. So be prepared. Fluff, not too bad for a rookie. We'll keep you around. But you're going to have to bring your A game next time. All right, we're going to do Battle of the Bands 2000. And we're going to add a little wrinkle to this because we used to do 32, and then we'd narrow it down to 16. And then I'd have people complain, oh, where's Garth Brooks? We got to get some Garth Brooks in there. Where's my friends in low places, Kel? So we'd add Garth Brooks. So we're going to do something a little different today. Instead of doing 32, I've got 26 that we're going to cut down to 13. And Kel, after this video, is going to post on the 999 Army fan page. And we're going to take your top 3 and add them to the second round next week. So that's fair, right? So now instead of people saying, somebody got snubbed, this person's not there, can't believe this person, why'd you screw over such and such, they were the best band ever, dude. No, we're not doing any of that. We're going to narrow it down to 13 today, and then you're going to vote on Facebook, the dating site. You're going to vote on our poll, participate in our survey and our quiz, and we're going to take 3 of those and add them to next week, and then we'll have 16. So here we go. This is the way it works. You guys are new. I'm going to give you 2 bands, and you're going to tell me which one. It is a very unofficial type of thing. Sometimes we do have ties, but here's how it works. First round is going to be pretty easy. So matchup number 1 is Green Day versus Paramore. Green Day versus Paramore. All right, this is where you type. I do an unofficial count, tally. No hanging chads. I can tell you already it's going to be Green Day by like a million. But I want to start out. Green Day is definitely one of the top seeds. They're one of the favorites to win it all. So you see how this works. So far, you got Green Day by about 10, 11, 12. A couple Paramores in there. Knock it down to about 8, 10. Couple more Green Days coming in there. And I reserve the right to call it once I think it's a complete runaway. So Green Day advances to the next round. Oh, on contraire, Mo Frere. Rial, we've got some, keep in mind, not all the bands in the 2000s were from the 2000s. Case in point. Whew. Matchup number 2. You got to think about this one. U2 versus Slipknot. Is that not the most random matchup that you'll ever find? You will only find that on Random Things. U2 versus Slipknot. Who is advancing to the next round? And some people are saying, hey, U2 was 8. Yes, they were 80s. Yes, they were 90s. And yes, they were 2000s. So I don't think we even need to do a recount. It is definitely U2. We're going forward with or without you. U2 advances to the next round. Some of these groups you're going to hear, it's probably going to strike a bell because be like, oh, that band. Coldplay, no doubt about it, but Coldplay is matched up against the Killers. Coldplay and the Killers. You would be surprised. I know some people are going to say, wait a minute, early 2000s, the Killers were lit. But I got a good feeling that Coldplay is... Whoa! Hold on now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Killers. 3 Coldplay. Killers. A couple more Coldplay. Coldplay. Killers by 1. Mambo just tied it up. Walking Dead Nerd is throwing Coldplay out there. Wow, Killers got a nice boost out of the gate. I was surprised. Emmy is giving Coldplay a little bit more cushion. Turn your magic on, Emmy. To me, she said. Can't call that one. Come on, Hippo, you better call something. Coldplay by 3. This is pretty close. Actually, I thought Coldplay would run away with a little bit more. All right. Sorry, Killers fans. I know you guys got out of the gates really good, but wow, they held their own. Coldplay moving on to the next round. All right. This one had better be almost unanimous. One of my personal favorites, Foo Fighters. That's my horse. This is my horse in the race. Against Muse. Foo Fighters versus Muse. Remember, the first round usually has a lot of unbalance because, you know, there's really your top 4 or 5, and then there's other groups. A lot of Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters up by about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Tommy, you can't vote for the Foo Fighters and No Doubt. One or the other. I know what you did there. Just messing with you. That was a little Gwen Stefani humor for you. You guys didn't pick up on that. Foo Fighters, no doubt about it. All right, so all the favorites. All right, another interesting matchup. And this should be a blowout as well. Avenged Sevenfold versus Red Hot Chili Peppers. Afterlife versus a whole lot of good songs. Chili Peppers aren't going to lose. I know there's going to be some Avenged Sevenfold fans out there, but Chili Peppers is another huge, huge favorite. Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on. You know I like my Chili Peppers. Come on, Chili Peppers in a landslide. By the way, we are moving on to the next matchup. All right, I got you. All right. We got a few more matchups. So far we got Green Day, YouTube. What did I just do? Green Day, U2, Coldplay, Foo Fighters, and Red Hot Chili Peppers had all advanced. Dark horse here. White Stripes versus 3 Days Grace. And I'm telling you, some of these bands, it's going to start to strike a nerve. Like, I think when we do this next week, we'll talk about some of the songs. White Stripes and 3 Days Grace. Hold on, Whoa, we got a pretty good match here. White Stripes got out of the gates pretty quick, and then 3 Days Grace with like 6 in a row. Then we tied it up. 1, 2, still tied. 3 Days Grace taking a slight lead. I got 3 Days Grace up by about 4, maybe even 5. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds here. All right, I'm gonna go with it. We got 3 Days Grace. Moving on. That's a little bit of a mild upset for me because White Stripes, some of the top songs in the early 2000s, a little bit of a shock there. All right, this one shouldn't be close, but if you follow both of these groups, you'll know. Radiohead versus My Chemical Romance. Radiohead versus My Chemical Romance. I got a feeling Radiohead is a kind of a dark horse as well. Looks like you got a pretty good lead here. All right. I'm going to call this one early. Yep. Radiohead is moving on to the next round. All right. Another one of my favorites are coming up here, but I know the crowd, and I know this can be a harsh crowd. I'm going to throw it out there. So you guys know I like my Foo Fighters, and also Blink-182 versus Disturbed. Blink-182 versus Disturbed. No, it's not the Bee Gees. This is the Angel from My Nightmare. Shadow in the background of the morgue, the unsuspecting victim of darkness in the valley. We can live like Jack and Sally if we want, where you can always find. Look at all these Disturbed. You guys are killing me. You know what? I'm even giving you I'm throwing a softball up for you guys to knock it out of the park, and you're just completely ripping my soul and my heart out right now. I can't believe I serenaded all of my YouTube viewers, and Disturbed is going to knock Blink-182 out. Wow. Yeah, this big lead. Unless like 10 people come in with Blink-182 at the end. It's disturbing to like Blink-182. Well said, Blood Eagle. Well said. All right, Disturbed is moving on. I'm going to call that a little bit of an upset. But how about Maroon 5 versus Fuel? Maroon 5 and Fuel. She calls me from the cold, just when I was low, feeling short of stable, and all that she intends, and all she keeps inside, isn't going to win it for Fuel. Looks like Maroon 5 is going to... Oh, hold on now. Hold the phone, everybody. Look at a couple Fuel fans came out there for a second. They're putting up a fight. But no, people watch The Voice too much. You guys are too easy. You know, you see a pretty face on TV, and then you got to vote Maroon 5. Come on. Come on, Fuel fans. Yeah, it's Maroon 5. All right, Maroon 5 is moving on. This one is tough for me, too. There's a lot of my favorites in this, by the way. I was a Weezer fan, but this is Weezer versus Fall Out Boy. And I will tell you, I love me some Fall Out Boy. Weezer versus Fall Out Boy. FOB, boy. Come on now. Let's see it. Where are the Fall Out Boy fans? You can't vote for Radiohead again. You got Weezer all day. Look at all these Weezer fans coming out of the woodwork. There's the Fall Out Boy. That's what I'm talking about. I am an arms dealer, filling you with weapons in the form of words. There you go. All right, if that's... You know what? I'm advancing them anyway, because I want to sing some Fall Out Boy next week. I reserve the right to push them forward. We're going down, down in an earlier round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. I'm going to advance Fall Boy whether you like it or not. Fall Boy wins. Fall Out Boy wins. I don't care. I reserve the rights. My stream, I'm not even counting. Moving forward, next vote is going to be Kings of Leon versus, all right, Fall Out Boy advanced by a lot. They advanced by like 700. 700 to 2. Fall Out Boy is going to the next round. All right, Kings of Leon versus Jimmy Eat World. Kings of Leon versus Jimmy Eat World. What do you mean, who? Timothy Young just said who. This is a good battle. I don't think either one of them are going to win. I think Kings of Leon are going to win because of one song. And it's going to be Sex is on Fire. This is not going to take my pain away. That's for sure. Kings of Leon is moving forward. All right, we're down to the last four. Big favorite versus another group I really like. Linkin Park versus the Gorillaz. This is going to be a runaway. It's going to be interesting to see some of these match up in the second round, though. Linkin Park versus the Gorillaz. Look at that. Gorillaz got a few early votes, but this really is going to be close, is it? Linkin Park is going to run away with this. I do like the diversity in music, though, because some of these are a lot closer than I thought they were going to be. Laughing gas, these hazmats, ass cats, line them up like ass cracks, play these ponies at the track. It's my chocolate attack. It's going to be Linkin Park. Linkin Park. I gave you a little bit of Gorillaz, sorry. That's probably the last time you ever hear me sing a song by the Gorillaz. And last, and I don't know, there's going to need to be some write-ins. This is probably the who cares. One Republic versus Creed. You guys can wake me up when this one's over because I really don't care about either one of them. One Republic versus Creed. Neither one will advance past the second round. It doesn't matter. Just vote for whoever you want to vote for. I think I like maybe like literally one song by either one of them. It's like, Jimmy's like Creed, I guess. If you're really going to force me to take part of this, I'll vote for Creed. A lot of people passing. All right, you know what? I'm going to give it to Creed. Because no one really cares. But they had a couple good songs. All right, so here's who advanced, and I got a couple other questions. So let me give you a quick recap. Green Day, U2, Coldplay, Foo Fighters, Red Hot Chili Peppers, 3 Days Grace, Radiohead, Disturbed, Maroon 5, Fall Out Boy, Kings of Leon, Linkin Park, and Creed. And you're going to say, Kills, it's only 13. Well, you're right, there's only 13. Because I'm going to give you the chance to write in your 3 favorite. So once this stream is over, Kel will set up a poll, a survey on the 999 Walking Dead Army page, and you can go and vote, and I will take the top 3. So get out there and make your voice heard. So you can't say, okay, somebody got snubbed. Because after next week, there's no more write-ins. We're going to take these 13, put 3 fresh faces. So if you want Insane Clown Posse, and you want Korn, and you want whoever else is out there, then write them in. Hippo, you want to tell all your friends to join the page and vote for ICP? Then do it. Hey, get out there and politic, network it. Next week, we will have 16, and we'll do our countdown to cut it down even further. So these streams are a little bit longer. I want to thank everybody for being here. Of all the streams we do, I enjoy the random things more than anything else. It's just loose, casual, relaxed. Thank you for all your participation. So tonight, we did talk about some potentially creepy Facebook moves going forward. Worst actors of all time. Sylvester Stallone, go figure. Alicia's role and how she's going to start taking over Fear the Walking Dead. Top candies of all time. Rhyme Time was a blast. Thank you for your participation. Some really creative stuff. You will see this in episodes in the future. And, of course, Battle of the Bands that will be carried over into next week. This is an ongoing thing. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate everybody being here. And just a couple things. If you're watching the playback, go ahead and sign out at this point. If you're still here, give me a quick 999 in chat, and I will give you a shout out on the way out the Dizzo. Faux shizzo. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. So I want to say thank you to a whole lot of people. We're going to start typing 999 up in chat. So B loves 999 in the Walking Dead Army. Cammy, thanks for being here. Lamont G58, Ron Burgundy, Graffiti Saint, AJ Jepson, Mambo 55, a little bit of Mambo, a little bit of Pat, a little bit of Karen S, Michelle M, Mina Raven, KCF, Jimmy's Jammin', Drama King, New York City, The Walking Dead Nerd 13, Skull Crusher 69, Willani, Dawn of the Frank, Janine, Chimmy, Hippo in the house, Foshizi, Hippo, Maggie B, Justin Barrett, Angela Lewis. My moderators, Emmy, Steph, Kel, Tommy, you know the moderators. All the Patreon supporters up there in the top right. Also, my sponsors. You can see the sponsors, that nice little green chat. You can see Michelle and Walking Dead Nerd. When people pop in here. Thank you for everything you guys do for this channel. D-Love, appreciate you being here. Fluff. Thank you, man. I appreciate your attempts at greatness, but if you want the crown for Rhyme Time, gonna have to step up just a little bit more. Crawfish is not done. Crawfish is trying to get a recount with a super chat at the end, like go out of mine. Carol DeFlores caps you from behind. It took about 10 minutes for that. But the beauty of Rhyme Time is the spontaneity. But thank you for that super chat and getting it in before the end. Janet C is just on a little bit of lag because she's got Lincoln Park. I'm not going to be able to count that at this point. But thank you. Oh, and you know what? I might as well. Who was it? Well, Lonnie says, "Oh, dang! Just noticed a new shirt." I do want to throw that out there as well. If you guys want to see the schedule, make sure that you go to the 99 Army page. Kel did a really nice schedule of our streams. Tomorrow night we'll do our bold predictions. It's going to be Walking Dead, but I'll walk over just one more time. We'll start with Sunday. So Sunday is not going to be the Walking Dead Junkies this week. It's going to be our first episode of What If. And then we're going to do our countdown. There's going to be a Marvel stream mixed in. I got to figure out what time we're going to do it. It may be on Sundays around 2-ish, but I'll let you guys know with that. But at 8 o'clock, it's going to be the Fear the Walking Dead countdown. And then at 10:20 is always going to be our Fear the Walking Dead reactions. Monday night is our Fear the Walking Dead complete recap. Tuesday is Random Things. Wednesday is always going to be a Walking Dead topic. It's either going to be bold predictions or we're going to talk about an event that happened. And then we got a little bit of an open schedule sometimes. Starting May 17th, we will have Throne Thursdays if you're Game of Thrones fans. If you're not, you got 2 weeks to go binge watch it. Go check out Game of Thrones so we can have some good conversation. And then there is no Freestyle Friday this week, but we may do a Freestyle Friday next week. I'm still working on the schedule. So appreciate everybody being here. And also, somebody did mention a shirt. We are adding a new t-shirt every week. So we got 999 Army shirts that are out there. We got Lucille the Like Button shirts that are out there. And this is brand new for the Fear the Walking Dead fans. It is called Fear the 999 Army. So if you guys want to rep this and take it to a Comic-Con or a Walker Stalker, would be greatly appreciated. So thank you for everything that you guys do. And next week there will be a brand new t-shirt on the Thread site. You saw Kel post it up there a little bit earlier. So just going to be more and more stuff for the people that are interested. Thanks once again. Talk to everybody later. Peace.